Is Gia demonstrating psychic abilities? And if so, does this open the door for humans to have enhanced abilities in the Monsterverse? The Monsterverse has always been an incredibly exciting and a very tense series, but part of what makes it so captivating is the disparity that is painted between man and Titan. Titan battles level entire cities, and the human perspectives of these encounters show us just how massive these battles are. This is to showcase that there is genuinely nothing that humans can do about the Titans, and that the world has a very firm hierarchy of power. Now though, it seems like one particular human might be manifesting some sort of enhanced ability, and we're talking of course about the premonitions that Gia seems to display in the trailers. So today, fellow heralds of the Titans, let's talk about the possibility that Gia is actually able to predict the future, talk about how this might be occurring as well as some of the potential ramifications and the future of the Monsterverse. The theory in question comes from a collection of shots from across the most recent trailers, as Gia displays a level of familiarity to the Titans that other humans seemingly lack. Gia is having nightmares, and we see a visualization of when Godzilla's spikes appear in her hospital monitor, indicating that she sees something coming, which is later seemingly confirmed by Dr. Hall. So far, we have not seen any Monsterverse evidence for telepathy or psychic abilities among humans, but we do have some indication that Titans may have some of these powers even if humans do not. One of the prevailing theories regarding the Ice Titan Shimo is that she is currently under the unwitting control of the Scar King, and that the Scar King is a telepath who is capable of manipulating a creature even as powerful as Shimo. Recently, we've published several theories about how this might be possible and what it might mean for the new Empire, so be sure to check those videos out as well. If this is the case though, then it still wouldn't be the first time a Titan has demonstrated some sort of ability to create a strong psychic bond with another creature, but we've never seen outright premonitions before. We know that Godzilla created a deep symbiotic bond with Mothra, and their connection allowed Mothra to resist the call of the Alpha when Ghidorah ascended to the rank of False King. But again, we've never seen anyone receive visions of the future. In the extended material though, and specifically in the Heisei Godzilla series, we do have a character that seems to be able to do just this who has not yet made her Monsterverse debut. The character we are talking about is Miki Saegusa, and she is a human psychic who is able to create a mental link between herself and some of the Titans. On several occasions, she has been able to telepathically communicate with even Godzilla, and she has even attempted to tame and subdue the beast on multiple occasions. At 17, she too began to have dreams of Godzilla's return, and these visions plagued her nightmares for weeks, just like we see now with Gia. By looking at Miki's story, we may be able to make some premonitions of our own regarding Gia's future in the Monsterverse, and how she might be taking on some sort of roles previously attributed to Miki. Perhaps one of Miki's defining traits was her ability to constantly find Godzilla, and on several occasions, the military used her as a sort of psychic compass to locate the Titan's whereabouts. And this leaves us to wonder if Gia will also have some sort of proximity-based link to other Titans and Godzilla. We already know that she's one of the first humans to communicate with Kong, and that Kong cares for Gia in particular. She is already being set up as a translator between the humans and the Titans, and if she is able to make some sort of link to Godzilla as well, then she may be able to communicate directly with two of the most powerful Alpha Titans on the planet, in a way that we've never seen before. In Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla, Miki is consulted about a program known as the T Project, which would be a way to telepathically puppeteer Godzilla in order to turn him into a human weapon, rather than the rampaging kaiju that he has come to be known as. Over the years, Miki had developed a sense of empathy for Godzilla, and was morally opposed to the idea of controlling him. She finally conceded though when they made it clear that Space Godzilla's arrival was imminent, and she was successful at creating a device that could link her mind directly to Godzilla's. In the Monsterverse, however, Godzilla is regarded much more highly than a simple predator who is rampaging across the world. Many of the humans believe that Godzilla is their hero, so we don't foresee anyone asking Gia to outright control Godzilla, at least at this point in time. When Miki was asked to participate, she had already been on almost half a dozen different adventures where she honed this skill over several years. What this does mean though, is that this could be the key to freeing Shimo from the Scar King's control. If the Scar King is truly puppeteering Shimo as we have been led to believe, then it means that Shimo's own intentions are not to carry out the Scar King's orders. While Godzilla and Kong might be able to hold their own against Shimo, freeing her from this psychic control is a much different story. Right now, we don't know how powerful Gia is in this capacity, and it's likely that she will only just begin to uncover the depths of her power in the new Empire. If she takes after Miki though, then we might be looking at the next iteration of Godzilla's human interpreter, especially considering multiple theories that seem to indicate that Godzilla could be in danger. We have theorized previously that the pink energy of the Hollow Earth has the capacity to drive a Gojira to the brink of madness, sending them on a merciless, rage-fueled rampage. This theory though is dissected in much more detail in our video about Space Godzilla, so be sure to check that one out as well. But the theory revolves around the legend of a Gojira known as the Zozlahawa. According to the myth of Jia's people, the Zlahawa was the first to absorb this pink energy, and it drove him to madness, and supposedly, this is what first united the Gojira and the Kong together against a common foe. If there is any truth to this legend, then it means that Godzilla is not only in physical danger, but in mental danger as well. If he is losing control of his mind and is becoming a vengeful beast, he may not be able to be punched back to sanity. Despite Kong's strength, there may not do anything that King Kong can do. Jia, however, could be the answer to this complex problem. It's possible that even if she doesn't unlock her full potential, that she might be able to calm Godzilla enough for him to retain some sense of sanity and some sense of reason. From here, he might be able to break loose from the control of this toxic energy, and we might bear witness to Miki's successor in Jia. But anyway, my friends, what do you think of this theory? Do you think Jia's premonitions might be setting her up as the new iteration of Miki? And if so, how deep do you think her psychic powers actually go? Do you think she can pull Godzilla out of madness? And is it possible that she could be able to free Shimo? What are your thoughts on these psychic abilities being introduced into the Monsterverse with Scar King, Shimo, and now a human in Jia? Do you believe that they are setting up something big for the future? And could Godzilla be the next major foe, and Jia forced to control him or attempt to stop him? Could it be Godzilla that is ultimately driven insane, following in the footsteps of the Zozlahawa? But anyway, my friends, thank you so much for visiting the channel today. Hit that subscribe button, and I hope you're having an amazing day.